Torchlight Infinite is a crossplay action RPG where you build your own heroes from the 5 base heroes and go through an adventure in this loot-based grinding RPG. And we're gonna do some gameplay, we're gonna check out the cash app, the monetization, and features. And with that said, let's do this. Welcome back, Saviors. GH here. First off, what is Torchlight Infinite? It's a crossplay top-down action RPG initially released in October 11, 2022. It's made in Unreal Engine 4 and it's developed by Xindong Entertainment or Xindong Entertainment, a Chinese development company based in Shanghai, China. You can play Torchlight Infinite on your PC through Steam and mobile devices through Android and iOS. And it's crossplay, guys, which means you can play on different platforms with one account. You can play on your PC now and on your mobile device later. In Torchlight Infinite, we start out by selecting a character or class, and the characters are gender locked. There's 5 characters to choose from, and more is to come in future updates, and this is according to their website. One of the characters is Berserker Rehan, a melee character that gets stronger and stronger as he continually attacks because that is his character ability, or what the game calls as hero trait. The second character you can play as is Divineshot Carino, a range type of character that can use different types of ranged weapons, but he starts out using a dual pistol, and his hero trait is Ranger of Glory, which makes projectile skills consume ammo, which in turn increases its damage, but it needs to be reloaded. Third character is Frostfire Gemma, a mage type character that amplifies fire and ice spells because her base trait is called Ice-Fire Fusion, which allows her to gather ice or fire stacks depending on what you're using. And when you max out the fire or ice energy, she will then release a pulse based on what element you used. Fourth character is Spacetime Witness Yoga, a staff-wielding character that can use spacetime to create a clone of himself, and anyone in the area of effect of his Twisted Spacetime hero trait will receive a buff. And the last character is Commander Moto, a dwarven mechanic that can create automatons to help him in combat. His hero trait is Commander, which is a buff that increases the combat capabilities of your minions when you summon them at full bar. After selecting a character, the tutorial begins, and it gives you an idea on what your chosen character can do, as the tutorial buffs your character, and of course, teaches you the basics of the game along the way. We can move by point and clicking or click to move, and we can use abilities with QWERF, with D as the interact button, assuming you are playing on PC, and if you're on mobile, you move by sliding the left side and tap on the right side for the abilities. As for the abilities, you will be given a chance to get skills throughout your adventure, and some of them got level requirements, and each abilities got slots or mods where you can put different types of effects to further improve the capabilities of your skills. This is a fun system as this brings out different types of builds, and speaking of builds, there are also talents that you obtain as you level up. And depending on your preferences, you will have to put points on talents that will complete the build that you desire. As for the combat, as you can see, it's action, and for the most part, you will be using skills or spells here, as the game doesn't have any basic attacks. There are telegraph attacks, and you can dodge them by using skills or by just moving away from the red areas. There's also a bullet hell type of attack from enemies, and you will have to dodge them to avoid getting hit. As for the questing, pretty much all the quests you need is mostly in front of you, or close to you, and it's mostly go through this map, hunt down most of the enemies, and fight the big boss at the end. And throughout the main story quests, you can also take sub-quests that will give extra rewards. As for the other features, there are also this pack system, wherein as you progress in the game, you will be given points, and you will have to allocate them inside these nodes. Now, this is also related to your pets in the game, as the effects of each nodes in the pack system changes depending on what type of pet you put on the slots over here. And you can also get pets through the gacha, but don't worry, they give you free pulls from time to time. And now that we're talking about gachas, cash up time, guys. Torchlight Infinite monetization. The cash up currency is, what do you call this again? Primo Crest. There it goes. So 60 Primo Crest is 1 USD. And there goes the prices, guys. Let's go to the recommend. Okay, so this is a 1 month subscription, monthly pass. And if you buy this, you get Primo Crest every day, if I'm correct. Okay, so go to the packs. There goes the monthly pass hero gift. Guys, these heroes over here, this is the same as the heroes that you select from the start, but they got different traits. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, go to the account tab. Revival token. Basically, these are items that reduces the penalty when you die. This Elixir of Oblivion over here, this is for your talents. You use this to reset your talents. And as you can see guys, inventory expansion for your gear, skill tab, commodities, and other tab expansion. And as you can see, we use a different kind of currency in here. And they're called Jagged Primo Crest. And we can get them by just playing the game. So you can keep buying and buying it over here. Good thing here is you can just buy it with Jagged Primo Crest. Now let's go to the hero tab. As you can see guys, we can buy this yoga character over here. And the currency is, what is this? Hero emblem. You can get this by just playing the game. You can obtain this in the season pass, in the battle pass. So if you just play, you can get some of this. And you get more if you buy the battle pass. I'm gonna show you the battle pass guys. Okay, so how about, let me show you the battle pass. Here goes the battle pass guys. As you can see, we can get Jagged Primo Crest, some trade house items over here. This is very important. Some revival tokens. And pretty much all of it are like that. There goes the hero emblem. And the price of the battle pass is, there it goes, 15 USD and 19 USD. You get 1,000 season pass points if you buy the 20 USD. Okay, so here is one of the main monetization of this game. The boons. I don't know why they call this boons. Well, anyway, there it goes. The currency in here is called Insight Crystal. You can get this by just playing the game, guys. And as you see here, this is the Rookie Pack Spirit. This is where you can get pets. And pets in this game give stats, guys. I'm gonna show you the pet system. Here's the pet system, guys. As you can see over here, when I select a pet, this pet over here, this idling weasel sprouts. This increases elemental damage, elemental piercing, and cast speed. As you can see, if you equip this, the nodes will change. For example, elemental damage 1, 12% elemental damage. So as you can see, the pets add stats. It's not that much though. But still, if you ask me, this is still advantages. Let's go back. So how about, let's go back to the gacha. Here it is. There are more pack spirits over here. And you can buy this currency over here with Primo Crest. I believe it's 160 Jagged Primo Crest. Okay. Man, there's a lot of pack spirits over here. There are also skins here, guys. And there goes the skins. Gachas for the skins. The skins, they're okay. I'm fine with this. Actually, this is how they should monetize the game. But as you can see, we can also gamble for pets. And if you have a lot of money, you can gamble to get the good ones. The ones that adds damage, makes you stronger. So there goes the cash up. The pet gachas makes the game kind of pay to win. But in my opinion, not that much. Maybe in the future, when they go all out on the stats that the pet gives. So if that's the case, then the game is a no holds bar pay to win. So in general, if nothing changes and everything remains the same with the monetization, I'm fine with this. But you know companies, they want to make money and they're already playing with a pay to win. So they could potentially make it even worse than what I showed you. Let's hope they don't do that. Now let's talk about specs. As for the minimum requirements, here it is. As you can see, it needs a Core i5 2nd generation or an AMD FX processor, which are both super cheap online and are considered as low specs or obsolete PC parts. As for the GPU, the minimum they're saying is an R9 270 with 2GB of VRAM. This goes for around 40 USD online and is considered as low spec. Therefore, we can conclude that Torchlight Infinite in terms of PC is a low spec game. I've tested this game with a much lower spec system like an A10 7860K, which is an old AMD APU, and it's playable, so it can get a little bit lower. Now as for the minimum requirements for phones, they're not officially giving any data on it, so what I did is just tested it on a 140 USD phone I bought in 2020. So after a few minutes of testing, I can confirm to you that Torchlight Infinite runs on an octa-core with an Adreno 610, and here is the screenshot. And that's on the main hub, and it runs around 30 frames, and in my opinion, it's playable. Now, my opinions. It's a good game. As of the making of the video, I can ignore the gachas for pets, as I already got the pets that I want. I really like the graphics, the art style that they went through the game, which reminds me of Overwatch and a bit of StarCraft. I also like the character building aspect of the game, as it makes a lot of viable gameplay styles. Overall, Torchlight Infinite is a decent action RPG, and I'm looking forward to playing it more. And guys, do you want to see another action RPG? There it goes on December. Leave a like before you go, and this is Gaming Hardcore. See you in the next one.